Joe Colley, Chicago Sun-Times. Jimmy, you guys have been a confident group this entire week coming into this. I mean, you've been respectful of Boston, but you guys have been confident. How much of that is related to the fact that the NBA is such a star power-driven league in the playoffs, and at the end of the day, you guys feel like you just have a little more star power than they may have?
I don't think that's it. I think we were so locked in all week. We knew their stuff just like they knew ours, but we executed extremely well. We haven't done that all season, but this is the right time to do it. Everybody stepped up and did what was asked of them, and I think that's all you could do, especially on the road.
Taylor Snow, Celtics.com. Jimmy, you know Isaiah pretty well. Did you reach out to him at all before the game, and just what do you think of the strength that he showed?
Yeah, I mean, he's a hell of a player, but that's always tough to go through. And I wish him the best, him and his family. But it just shows the type of player, the type of man, the type of person he is, to go out there and battle through what he was going through for his organization and his team.
Steve Bulpett, Boston Herald. Jimmy, actually both you guys, if you want. What's it like to go into that situation? I mean, you know there's going to be a lot of emotion here, but you guys have to get your own heads together as well.
I think we had a lot of vets that did a great job of anchoring us. You exchange runs in the playoffs. That happens. And I think they did a great job of keeping us focused, keeping us level-headed.
I thought he just answered. Same thing as Rollo.
Sam Smith from thebulls.com for Robin Lopez.
Yes.
There'd been much talk, Robin, after the first three games, you guys had a big, against Boston, you had a big rebounding advantage, and in that fourth game, without Taj Gibson, sort of evened out. What do you feel made the difference? How much inspiration was that going in that you said that might not have the edge anymore, and what do you feel that the difference was tonight in the rebounding?
Obviously, we knew that was a possible advantage of ours going into the series. I think everybody did a good job tonight of being keyed in on that aspect. We did a great job of gang rebounding, helping each other out, crashing the boards, and then there were times that gave us an advantage going to the other end on offense.
Jimmy, Joseph Perone from WEI.com and Causeway Street blog. You found your stroke in the end of that third quarter. You scored those consecutive points, and you went right into the fourth and just kept it going from there. What sort of changed then in comparison to the first half?
The shots actually went in. Doe was continuing telling me to be aggressive, shoot the ball, and I did just that. I think that's what my team needs for me to do. Make or miss, just make sure we get a shot up and not a turnover. Even though I had 5 turnovers, I look at this piece of paper.
Jimmy, Vince Goodwill, CSN, Chicago.com. Back to that first half. You come into this series being the leader of a team for the first time. With so many young guys, do you have to be careful not to try to take over too much too quickly to bring the young guys along?
No, I mean, I know what these young guys are capable of. I want them to be as comfortable as anybody out there on the floor because we need them. And with that being said, I tell them to shoot the ball when they're open. If you think you can make it, always shoot it. I'd rather a shot up at the basket than a turnover or nobody not knowing where you're supposed to be on the floor. If all else fails, just shoot it.
Jared Weiss, CLNS Radio. Both of you work so well together, just setting screens off ball to free you up for catch and shoots or just attacks at weird angles. Do you feel like it took you guys a few quarters to figure out how to get the screens at the right angle so you could really cut off the defenders?
That's something we're constantly talking about. Obviously, Boston, they got a lot of great defensive players on their team. So I really had to focus myself on going there and nailing the defender. I mean, Jimmy, D-Wade, they all did a great job of setting me up.
To both you guys, Bobby Portis does what he does. I mean, Bobby has never been shy to shoot a shot this season. What does it mean for him to be one of those young guys that steps up and not only steps up but this on a big stage?
I think confidence is a big part of the game. That goes back to what Jimmy was saying. We're constantly, talking to each other. We're trying to move the ball, make sure players feel comfortable out there. When you feel comfortable shooting the ball, I mean, that goes a long way to making it go in.
Robin, Mark D'Amico from Celtics.com. You've had success against the Celtics offensive rebounding, and you've done it throughout your career. But when you go against a team that you've had that past success, and you know that they're susceptible on their defensive glass, does that change your mindset at all when you're going into a game when you know that's an area that you can really key in on?
That's something I'm aware of, and I'm certain that's something that they're also very conscious of as well. I know when I put that kind of pressure on the rim, it opens up things for my teammates. It opens up offensive rebounds for them. So that's something I'm going to keep trying to do, keep trying to put pressure on the rim.